Hey there, my friend. It's time for our weekly wisdom card draw. This is your time to pause, ground yourself in the moment, connect with your body and soul, reclaim the power you have to create your life in each moment, and commit or recommit to shining your light in the world. I'm going to draw a card from Running Your World, a companion deck to my book, Running the World Marathon Memoirs from the Seven Continents. Each card has a photo on the front from one of the continents and then an inspirational message on the back. Now, we have been going through this deck. It came out in deck form last August. There's 56 cards, and we've been going through one a week. And what I've been doing is taking the card out after we've drawn it, so we get through the entire deck at least once, get through the entire deck once, and then put them all back together so that they are then truly random. So anyway, just wanted to get through the whole deck once as sort of a celebration of the deck exists in the world. Super exciting. So that being said, we are on our very last card right now. So I'm not going to actually show it to you because I know what it is, and there's always like, the fun reveal of like what's the message going to be. Well, I do know what it is today because it's the last card. But I am just super excited to be sort of on the conclusion of this phase of the journey, and so grateful that you are here in this moment with me. And I'm super excited for you also taking this time and space for yourself. So this deck was a total joy to create and actually feel like the universe created it through me. It was just a really amazing process, and it has been a joy sharing it with you out in the world. So again, after we do this one, we'll kind of be back to the normal way of drawing cards, which is just you take the whole deck every time and draw a random card out of it. But before I go ahead and share the message with you today, I would like to invite you, as I always do, to let yourself just arrive in this moment. So maybe that looks like taking a big deep breath, letting it out. You can close your eyes if that feels good, or you can keep them open. There is no right or wrong way to do this. If you're walking or driving, obviously I would recommend that you keep your eyes open, but whatever works for you in whatever environment that you're in, there's always ways to bring yourself into the present. So we're just going to pause here and let yourself let go of whatever came before, let go of whatever will come after. Just letting yourself be right here, right now. And one of the helpful ways to do that is to connect with the breath. So I know I mentioned taking a deep breath earlier, and sometimes that feels good as just whew, just a release or a marker of just I'm taking this time for me. But when you are just focusing on the breath and letting yourself be in the present moment by focusing on the breath, you don't actually need to do any deep breathing. You don't need to change anything or control anything or fix anything. There's nothing broken. The whole point is actually taking this moment to notice what the breath is already doing. So just noticing right now the sensations of the breath in the body. Again, eyes open or closed, whatever works best for you is the best place to start. Just noticing whether you feel the breath most strongly at the nose, or in the mouth, or in the chest, or in the belly, wherever it is that you notice the breath the most strongly. Just directing your attention to the physical sensations in that area of the body. Noticing the physical sensations of the in-breath and the out-breath. Again, not needing to change or control or fix anything, just noticing what is already here to be noticed. Bringing your attention to the breath will always bring you into the present moment, because the breath is only ever here and now. And it's the mind that likes to wander into the future or the past and away from the present moment. And that's a thing, the mind likes to do that. So just bringing the attention back to the breath is a simple way to bring yourself into the present. You can also notice the contact between your body and your physical surroundings. So if you're sitting, noticing the contact between your body, your butt, and the chair, or whatever it is that you're sitting on. Noticing the contact between your feet, and if they're in contact with the floor or the ground or the earth. Just noticing those contact points. And then you can also notice your just immediate surroundings, looking at them And maybe if you're in a place you've been thousands of times, can you look at them, look at your surroundings as if you're noticing them for the very first time? Being curious and excited. What do I see? What's out there? So these ways, connecting with the external environment, with your contact between you and the environment, and with the breath, are all things that bring you into the present. So as you continue to just kind of commune with the present, I would normally bring the whole card deck to my heart as I ask for inspiration to be guided to whatever message will most support you. But again, since I sort of know what the message is today, I'm just gonna just place my hand on my heart and ask that this message guide you, support you, inspire you in shining your light in the world and bringing the real you into the world, which is where it's meant to be and meant to shine. And that intention is out there, and just take a breath, take another moment to notice the breath. And our message for today is the shift. All right, so here we have an iceberg in Antarctica, and you can see sort of this, you can see kind of where it used to, it would have been, this is the line of where it is in the water, where it used to be anyway, and now it's in a new line. So, the message of the shift. Consider the life path of an iceberg. A deep line shows where it used to sit in the water. It lived like that for a long time. Then came the shift. The iceberg lives in a new orientation now. The imprint of its new phase of life is forming. What shift is taking place in your life? What new orientation do you find yourself in? What new imprint do you want to create? Whether voluntary or involuntary, dramatic shifts bring powerful gifts. They invite you to pause and reevaluate your goals and direction. Your past is part of you, but it doesn't define your future. You can choose your way forward. The forces of nature initiate the iceberg's shift. What shift is your true nature initiating you into? What small step can you take today to honor the call? So just letting that message flow through you, letting your attention be drawn wherever it wants to be drawn. Maybe there's a particular part of the message that stands out to you, or the message as a whole. And letting whatever's coming up be totally okay. Maybe you're noticing thoughts or emotions or physical sensations, or none of the above. No right or wrong here. You don't have to chase after anything or push anything away. Just being curious about what's coming up for you. And I'm going to go ahead and read it again. So again, you get another little chance to absorb it and reflect on it. So we've got our shift, our iceberg that's kind of fallen on its side and is reorienting itself in the water here. All right. Consider the life path of an iceberg. A deep line shows where it used to sit in the water. It lived like that for a long time. Then came the shift. The iceberg lives in a new orientation now. The imprint of its new phase of life is forming. What shift is taking place in your life? What new orientation do you find yourself in? What new imprint do you want to create? Whether voluntary or involuntary, dramatic shifts bring powerful gifts. They invite you to pause and reevaluate your goals and direction. Your past is part of you, but it doesn't define you. You can choose your way forward. The forces of nature initiate the iceberg shift. What shift is your true nature initiating you into? What small step can you take today to honor the call? All right, and one more time, just letting that energy flow through you, inspire you, support you. How does the shift speak to you in the shining of your light? Trusting that every shift in orientation, every step, every change, every shift is part of the journey, part of who you are and the unfolding of your most powerful path. And it may be uncomfortable, it might feel awkward at first, but there's always growth and exploration and power to be found. Letting yourself just recognize wherever you are in the process, letting wherever you are in the process be totally okay. And it's okay if it feels uncomfortable. Like I said, it's not always rainbows and unicorns, but it is a really amazing part of the experience. My friend, as you contemplate this shift and whatever it means to you and whatever it says to you and speaks to you at this point in your journey, I wish you a happy exploration, or just a curious exploration. Again, it doesn't have to be happy. It's, again, not all rainbows and unicorns all the time. This is the process of growth is not always comfortable, right? So it is sometimes the discomfort and sitting with the discomfort that is actually where all the growth lies. And so sometimes it doesn't feel good or not especially exciting. Like, oh, I just want it to be all nice and rosy and comfortable. Let it all be okay. Trust the process and embrace the shift for whatever it is bringing to you and for the fact that it's even happening. And celebrate the fact that you exist and are here in this world. And I know that you are here in this world to shine your light and be who you were born to be. So I hope you embrace that and explore the shift this week. Enjoy it. Thank you for being on this journey. It is an honor to share these messages with you, and it's super exciting for me to kind of wrap up this first run journey of the cards in card deck form. And I will see you next week with the whole deck available to all of us. So thank you again for being here, and have an amazing week, and I will see you next time. Thank you.